Yeah. It's like a big burden off our shoulders. Like finally, like whew, like this. It was just so much weight. It's just like we've been waiting on that one win, and then the spark is. And I think this helped us out a lot. This just one win. Hopefully, it can start up a lot for us.
You guys think it was a burden off of you when you coached since 1987 or something? What about his burden?
I feel like it's a burden off of both of us, really. We are winners. Coach Parrish is a winner. We're winners. We just had to find a way to get back into the groove of things, and so it's a burden off of everybody.
Corey, what did you think about running today? Quail set the school record. You got 200 yards. And what was happening out there?
O-line just did a great job today. They opened up a lot of big holes for us, and I just prepared myself for this week. I know Quill and the coaches, they all told me that I was going to get a chance to get some running in this week, so just be ready to step it up. And that we knew that with Tan coming in, we would have to take a lot of burden off his shoulders and help him out with the run game, so that's what I tried to do today.
Corey, ever since last year, Stan's been talking about your burst, your breakaway. He's going to pop one, but it never just kind of got there until today. What was missing before that you found today?
I think experience. Last year I just came in, I just tried to hit the hole as soon as I got the ball instead of letting things open up. Like I watched Quill run. I see he's a patient runner, so I tried to steal some of his running style and let the holes open up, and then that's when I used my speed and burst through the hole. So I think that's probably what's the difference between last year and this year.
Quill, have you seen this coming from him for a while? 203 yards today?
I knew if once he stepped foot on this campus, I always think he's the fastest player in this conference. As soon as you could tell when he get the handoff, he hitting the hole full speed, and when he hit the hole, it's a wrap. Ain't nobody catching him.
How about your day? 303 yards, whatever it was, 308, 301. School record. What was different for you today?
Knew Coach told us we was gonna run the ball 55 out of our 70 plays, and we just had to go out. Coach gave us a quote. Herschel Walker. Was it Herschel Walker?
Yeah.
Herschel Walker. He said, "I never get tired. The ball don't weigh enough." So, we just had to put that in our mindset and just go out there and run.
Was that Coach Faulkner or Coach Parrish that gave you that?
Both of them. It was in our offensive team meeting. So, we just had to. That's our mentality. Just run the ball.
Is there anything in particular about Eastern's defense you guys felt like you could attack?
They're a great defense. They're great up in their front seven. We just had to toughen up and just go get it today.
Robert, there were so many strange plays in the first half, and most of them went against you guys. You got down again. Just talk about the mindset or whatever at halftime of having the first half go against you, and how'd you reverse that?
In the first half, they came out, of course, with a lot of plays that adjusted to our defense. So they came out hard, and the thing about it was they had good plays, but we were there. We just weren't making tackles, and when we went in the second half, it was nobody's head was down or anything like that. It was just, hey guys, we got to make tackles, and once we start making tackles, we could stop them. And we came out, we started making tackles, and so that's what happened. A few times we were in bad field position, and it was kind of like, extreme change. So we had to put our feet in the ground a little bit, but other than that, I think they came out hard, but we stood up.
What was up on the punt coverage? You guys were in there every time, and then you finally got the one block.
They blocked good, and coach just told me to go hard. So I really don't have like an explanation or anything for it. I just went as hard as I could, and he just kept telling me, hey, keep going as hard as you can, and one to come. I wasn't even expecting to block one. I was a guy who was supposed to just take on the blocks and to free up a guy like Corey Sykes or somebody else. So when I got through free, it was just like it was kind of amazing. Like I didn't even know I blocked it, to be honest with you.
That's one of those plays that can really give a team some momentum. Did you think at the time that he got you within 27-22, did you think that might be the play that would push you over the hump?
Yeah, Coach Parrish always talked about players making good plays to help out the team, grabbing momentum back. That's what Eastern had, and like most of the game, they kept getting good turnovers. We dropped the fumble. I mean, we dropped the punt. They got our interception. They kept getting momentum plays, and all we needed was a momentum play. Once we got the momentum play, I think it helped us a lot get back in the game.
Well, how about the offense after that? You guys scored on that next possession to take the lead. Then did you sense offensively that was a play that was going to push you over the edge?
Of course, Coach Parrish talked about we got to score on special teams, and you got to get one block. Corey blocked every punt this week at practice, and you know that's his specialty to get in there. He's fast, and Rob got in there and blocked it. So, that was a big momentum shifter, and then our offense came out there, and I think Corey ran in there for a touchdown and just pushed it over that hump.
You guys said you came in with the mindset of run. Even when you guys were down a couple touchdowns, you continued to run the ball. Was there some weakness in their defense you guys thought you could expose, or what was it about the running game you guys thought today was really the day to go after it?
We just had a mindset of running downhill, We get past the first level, and we one-on-one with the secondary. I know as a running back group, one of our goals each week is one-on-one percentage. One-on-one with somebody else, we got to be above the 80%. And that's our number one goal. We just try to get out there and just expose some guys in the secondary, and we were able to do that today.
You felt like you guys were getting past that first level fairly easily?
Yeah, we felt like, it wasn't easy, They're a Division I football team also, so we just, if we get past that, we get on the second level. We just got to make guys miss.
Robert, can you talk about the goal line stand you guys had early in the second quarter? They got first down on the one, and you hold them to a field goal instead of a touchdown there, which in the end turned out to be big.
Yeah, well, once we figured that we had another chance, I think that was the play that got overturned for a touchdown. They said it was a touchdown that got overturned. We went to the sideline, and the coach was like, "You got a chance. You got another chance for a reason." And we took that into consideration, and we put our feet in the ground. We kept going by this quote all week. It was the biggest burden on guys who can handle it. And he put the burden on the D-line because he said, you guys are the most experienced guys. You should be able to handle this. This is what you want. So we went out there. We ran. Coach called great plays, and it was able to put us in a good position so we could make the stop. So.
When you said Coach said that you got another chance for a reason from Coach Parrish, or was it?
No, that was Coach Melvin and Coach Graber. They were on the sideline and saying, you guys got another chance for another reason. You got another chance for a reason. So make something out of it.
Quail, when was the last time, or did you ever run for 300 yards in Pee-wee?
I don't know, maybe in high school, like freshman year. But they don't keep stats then, so it don't count.
When Eric went down, that put you in charge of the Wildcat most of the rest of the game. Can you just talk about your role in that? You got a lot of yards out of it.
We practiced that all week. I was running with the second team, and, tell you the truth, I really don't like it because I'm too nervous to call the motion, call the snaps, and but I just had to focus in, and I knew the team was counting on me, so I had to go in there and make it work.
So you just took it as a challenge that, okay, Eric's done, I got to be the guy.
Correct.
Anything else for these three guys? All right, thanks, guys.
You still haven't rushed for 200. Anything else, could it? We had a lot of adversity today. We lost Eric Williams, our outstanding freshman who really has been our Wildcat man all year. And about a week ago, we came off the practice field, and I said, boy, we're investing a lot of time. We need a backup. We don't have one. And Eddie said, oh, yeah, we do. Faulkner, our running back coach, said, yeah, we do. Quail can do it. And so we started repping them both. And you have a tendency when one of them goes down to get rid of the stuff, but it worked well. And, I'm a coach that's always thrown the ball for a lot of yards. This is the record. We threw for 1 yard and we won. So it just shows you. It just don't much matter, does it? But
did you ever imagine throwing for a yard and winning the game?
No. I couldn't imagine it even being in a game. But the Wildcat, the kids all said at halftime, Coach, we can run the ball at them. We felt that going in. So once again, we had to manufacture a couple new things. We had to line up with our tight end off the line of scrimmage and run some split zone plays, and we ran just enough outside, and we sprung a couple of like sprint draw plays, that play we haven't run since early in the season. Just a good way to get Sykes out in the open field. But when we got down, what were we down, 14? Yeah, we couldn't do much more wrong. We had a field goal blocked. We had our punter dropped a punt. You know my old adage, winning's hard, and we made it real hard. But we hung in there. We were 14 down on the road, and we won the game.
Coach, both Sykes and Lewis mentioned that your game plan was just running.
Right.
Was that due to you thought you had a lot of strength and depth at the running back position, or was that due to a weakness that you saw?
Well, I think a little bit that we were going with our backup quarterback too. He's a guy who runs the team well and throws a short ball well, but we were, to a degree, because of that. It was just a lot of things. And Eastern has been susceptible to the runs, but those were by, we looked at the highlights, and those were by Michigan and Northwestern, where I thought they played great, and I thought they played well on offense, particularly early. They came after us and had a good package, and they're hamstrung just like we are in that, Ron lost his quarterback. You don't lose your starting quarterback and to be taken lightly. And Schmidt was a guy who put 55 on the board last year against Central over here, and I know how excited they were to have him play for them, just like we were with the development of Kelly Page. I said, wow, we got another guy who's going to be something. And then when you lose that guy, your whole psyche of your team struggles, and then you have to change your attack. And Ron's had to do the same thing here. And, when you lose a lot of close ones, we lost close ones. They played really good at Northwestern. They played really good at Michigan. It gets in the back of your mind where that's more important than I think the plays you call sometimes. So, we have two really good running backs. So we have three. You didn't get to see Junior. He's real good. So we have three real good running backs. And McQuail Lewis didn't forget how to gain 1,700 yards. We don't block the same for him. We're blocking better. Our line's going to grow up a lot from this because they're going to get tougher. And every game we got is tough the rest of the way. So,
how about your stretch? When you got down 27-13, you scored 16 points over about a 5-minute span of there, or so, maybe 8 minutes. You had a 93-yard drive, Edens blocks the punt, and then you get another drive for touchdown. Anything said before, during that stretch about where you were down the game, somehow?
I think the kids, the kids, we just told them to keep their focus, and keep pounding. Defense gets tired when people keep running at them all day long. You get tired over there on defense. And when we blocked the punt, that was huge. Because
That's a different energy on the side.
Oh, yeah. Well, the special teams turn around, then you get the shorter field. And, I elected not to go for two because I have my rule about too early, and I kept looking up at that scoreboard, and you know what I was looking at, okay? You know what I saw. So, fortunately, we didn't see it, so that was that.
And you've got a lot of years between victories as a head coach now.
You know what, you guys, let me just set something straight. I lost games 20-some years ago in a different place at a different setting. And I really think that that's kind of a journalistic, I don't have the word for it, but it gives you something to write about. And somebody asked me this week, and I appreciate the fact that our local writers have tended to dwell on my team this year and not my teams 20 years ago, okay? Because that was a different time in a different setting in a different place, doing a different thing, enough said.
How upset does that make you that people focus more on that than your your national championship with Michigan or your Super Bowl with the Buccaneers or your record at Wabash. I mean, I could tell by the voice you're angry that
Well,
this is kind of your legacy.
it's all about what was bad, not what was good. But I know what was good, and it's bad because it rubs off on the kids. The kids in our program don't look at me as a loser. They associate me with winning. The kids in this program look at Ron English as a winner, okay? And that just makes it worse, and it makes it harder to me. And that's a part. It's never been about me. But the spin-off is tough. The people that cover us will tell you that. I don't read the paper because they have a countdown. How long has it been? I'll guarantee you they won't put one in the paper on Monday, okay? That'll be insignificant. But enough of that. We played a football game, we won. It isn't about me. It's about the kids on this team and how happy they are. And the fact that two teams competed and played a good, clean football game out there today, two teams that are much, much in the same boat emotionally right now. And I wish nothing but the very, very best to Eastern, because I know Eric Lewis, I know many of their coaches, and I know how they're working, I know how hard they're recruiting, because we're on the phone with a lot of the same guys. So I wish them the best, and I would have done the same if I lost. I think those of you that know me know that.
What's the update on Eric Williams?
They think he's got a little strain, ligament strain. We have the knee, but they think he's all right. But, they told me Kelly Page was all right last week, too. And he's got a screw in his thumb, and he's out for the season. So I'm not a doctor, and I don't believe the doctors till I see those MRIs. So, we got to move on. Fortunately, we got a little depth at that position. But we need Eric's for those of you that hadn't seen him play live, Eric is going to be a great, great player in our program. We had to go to his backup in the Wildcat. Eric asked me right in the locker room, am I still number one Wildcat? I said, oh, no.
All right, thanks. That was right after the game.
Yeah, right after the game. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.